Unrealized gains is not real money. If you're seeing gains and not taking profits because you want to see 100x on one trade because that's what the influencers are saying, or you want to hold on just a little longer and squeeze out just a little more because all the news coming out is so good and all the crypto influencers are saying to hold and to have diamond hands, and the YouTubers are saying we're going to hit 100K from here. If you're holding and holding and holding and you are simply unable to let go and realize profits, then you're missing the entire point of making money. Because if you're not taking profits, you're forgetting the whole point of why you got into trading in the first place, which I hope was to make money. So this is like a wake-up call that I like to tell my friends, my trading friends and investor friends. Trading is not an ego contest or a dick measuring contest with bragging rights. There was a period, like when I first started Crypto to Riches and people invited me on their podcast and to interview me, they would ask me, hey, when did you get into crypto? And then I would say, oh, like back in 2017, roughly right after Bitcoin hit $1,000. And every single one of them, every podcast and interview I was on, oh my God, you're so lucky. You're like so up right now. But all these people got it wrong. Their perception of trading, of what I do as a trader, and what you guys and gals are here for, it's all wrong. Sure, I got involved in Bitcoin when it was $1,000. Oh my God. Way back over, oh gosh. Where are we? Over here somewhere. 2017. Oh my God, no. Yeah, somewhere in this area. So they're like, wow, like you're so lucky. You're so up right now. But sure, I may have gotten in Bitcoin when it was 1,000, but I sold it along the way. Whatever I owned here, I sold it. I don't know exactly, but let's say I sold some here, right? And then I bought back down here and I sold here. And I bought back down here and I sold here. And I bought back down here and sold here. And I bought back in here. And maybe I sold somewhere here. You know, I think you guys get the point. So that is the whole point of making money. I've been selling along the way. And with the proceeds that I get from selling along the way, I take that money, I wait for when prices come back down, and then I can take that money and buy more quantity than what I sold up here. Does that make sense? Now, I don't still own that exact Bitcoin I had when it was $1,000 back here. I don't have that exact one because I've sold it so many times over and over, rinse and repeat. That's what I do, right? So I don't own that exact Bitcoin I had when it was $1,000. I sold it when it was up. I take that money, wait for prices to come down, buy back in, ride it up again, you know. Do that a few 10, 20, 30, 40, I don't know how many times I've done it. So I don't know, all of you in the chat, in the group, I don't know who you followed before me or who else you listen to right now, but do not ever let anyone make you feel bad for taking profits. There is nothing wrong with, quote, leaving money on the table. In the case that you, let's say, take profit here and it goes up here. There's still nothing wrong with that. You don't have to exit your entire position if the market is still accelerating. So, for example, look at these huge candles. We went from 50K on this day. I'm going to zoom in so you can see better. 50K, 50,600, 1, 2, 3, 4 days later, and we're in the 60,000 range. You don't have to sell everything at 50K, for example. Because if the market is accelerating like this, you take some out. Maybe you take 10% out, 20% out. And then, wow, 4 days later, not even a week later, we are in 60,000, in the 60K range. Okay. Then you take some more profit out. And yeah, don't feel bad, because like you don't have to exit your entire position and feel bad if you sold everything here and then it takes off into 80K or whatever. Scale out. There's nothing wrong with taking money off the table. There's nothing wrong with scaling out. And remember, you need to have cash ready, cash for the crash, to be able to take advantage of opportunities when they arise. You cannot take advantage of opportunities if you don't have cash on the side. And the only way you can have cash on the side is if you sell some of your holdings for profit. So you gotta realize gains eventually, or trading is pointless. If you are seeing gains and you're not taking profits because you want to get 100x on one trade, you are missing the entire point of making money. Unrealized gains is not real money. You gotta flip the unrealized gains to realized gains. So imagine I'm going to move to, let's see, the weekly chart. Is that better? Sorry, I have tons of drawings and labels here, but okay, hold on. Let me hide all these things. Hide drawings. Okay. Imagine if you got in at 20K at the peak in 2017. Okay, fine. You're a bag holder for a few years. Would you prefer to have bought here and sold here, buy back down here? Maybe you missed this one. Maybe you don't sell here and then sell up here. Or do you just want to buy once and hold forever? I mean, everyone's different. I guess there's no right or wrong answer, but to me, it makes more sense to buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, and sell high, instead of just holding on to one thing from here to here. Let's see, from here to here would have been a 261% profit, which is still amazing, okay? Don't get me wrong. Still amazing profits if you held from the peaks in 2017 till today. But it's so much better if you do something like this. Get a 220% return, okay? Take the profits, buy back in low, bank another 131% from the same capital you started with, buy back in low, even if you didn't get the exact bottom. Okay, let's say you bought here. Who cares? You bought here. Ooh, it's in a loss for a little. And then you wait. Another 117%. That way is what trading is. So yeah, take profits. Never feel bad for taking profits. Maya, I think my problem is not having this plan in advance. I don't know why this hasn't clicked yet. This is a good wake-up call. I am glad this was my point, because I think a lot of people need a good wake-up call, a friendly one, not an in-your-face one, just like a, hey, this is what trading is. Ariadne, for me, it was the same. When I started to buy, I didn't have a plan. I thought long-term investment was the plan and forgot the part of taking profits. Yeah, and a lot of people do. A lot of people forget. This is why I'm doing this little feature topic. Frida, exactly. Same for me as well. Yeah, I know people that have gotten in crypto in 2016 and have very little to show for it. So don't feel bad. Do not feel bad. Some people just cannot, they are battling with so much FOMO and emotions. They lack a bit of self-awareness. And it's kind of like being attached to a one-sided fantasy. I want to buy in wherever I buy in, and it needs to give me 1,000% gain. Oh my God, where are we? Okay, so if you bought at $12,000, which many people did, I also did. If you bought Bitcoin at $12,000 in 2018, 2019, and you're like, well, no, I want 1,000% profit on this. Okay, well, you gotta wait until Bitcoin hits 135K. That's a long time. That's a really long time to play the what if waiting game. So yeah, at least now you know. Have a plan. Have a plan before you get in. And that's why I give you a strategy trading checklist, because when you are doing this checklist and you are going through each cell, each criteria one by one, that is when you are most neutral in emotions. Does that make sense? When you are, marking up your charts, ooh, I see low, higher high, higher low, whatever, impulse correction. You are in the analytic phase and you should be, hopefully, emotionally neutral. And at that time is when you should be looking at, okay, when would this analysis be proven wrong and I gotta cut my losses short? On the flip side, where am I gonna take profits? Because trading and investing, yes, we are in this for the long run and we want to see profits in the long term, but it's not an open-ended game. It's not, we're not just leaving it up to chance. You have to have some sort of exit plan. And I go into this in more detail in Crypto Trading Snipers, in advanced day trading, but yeah, you gotta have an exit plan. Your exit plan is just as important as your entry plan via your strategies. And remember, successful trading isn't only about banking profits. It's also about protecting your capital. That's one, risk management, and protecting the profits you already made. So if you got gains from here to here, that's unrealized profits. Let's say 1,200% profits. You have to protect that. You have to protect these profits. How can you protect it? By scaling out some of your position. Otherwise, that 1,200% gain is going to drop down to a 500% gain. And this sounds so silly what I'm saying, because even a 500% gain is amazing. But I hope you're getting my point here. Yeah, protect your profits, protect your capital, and protect the profits you've already made. It's so easy to say, buy low and sell high. Or, everyone out there on crypto Twitter, buy the fucking dips. But how many people out there actually sell high? From my experience, from the emails I get, from the DMs I get, not many people sell high. Forget the fact that so many people buy high, but even when people buy low, they don't sell high. They might get in the perfect low point and they still don't sell. They get another chance, so Bitcoin crashed, 50% here? Yeah, 50%. They get another chance. We got 2 chances in 2021. They get a second chance and they still don't sell. Because what are they thinking? Anyone who held from, let's say, 4K to 20K, I'm just, let's say ballpark from that range, they saw it hit 65K and they were like, oh no, it's going to keep going. I don't want to sell. I don't want to miss out. Only to see their portfolio drop 50% in value. But then they got another chance. Oh, and at this point, people were like giving up. But then we got chance number 2. And at this second chance, instead of saying, oh, I learned my lesson from this time, let me take some profits out. No, this time they're like, oh, it's really going to go to 100K now, only to see this. So, yeah, not many people actually sell high. So hopefully this is your friendly nudge, your friendly wake-up call to remind yourself to sell high. Don't feel bad for taking profits. You have to take profits. Not all of it. You don't have to exit 100% out of everything you're in. But taking some out, whether it's 25%, 50%, it's going to make you feel so much better.